What's going on, guys, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So today we're going to be heading into this town, and we're going to reinforce one of these houses to be kind of like a temporary home for us, to be able to store some items, to be able to get some things done. I read the comments. I know I'm stupid. I have to put the gun over here, and then you get the pieces, because I'm stupid, you know. But now we know, and the more you know, the more you learn. Is that just a wall? Okay, never mind. It's actually just a house that didn't render in. This is actually a lot larger of a town than I actually believed it to be. Just based on like how this grid pattern is working, this is a single grid right now. I don't know how big it actually stretches, but it does go down that way a lot more. I thought it was just going to be these few houses, but it does seem like it is a little bit bigger than I suspected. There's a zombie inside that house. So we're just going to kind of like take out the surrounding zombies in this small area, and we're going to reinforce this house right here because I just like how small it is. It's not multiple floors. We don't have to protect too many windows. I mean, the zombie spawns are pretty abundant around right here, but, you know, I think we can definitely reinforce it. And then from there, we've decided kind of on a jail, castle, prison type thing. With a concrete moat around it. There's a new way of actually making concrete in this game. You don't really make concrete. What you do is you make metal rebarb, and then you take that metal rebarb, upgrade it with wood, and then you pour cement mixture on it, and over time it'll become concrete. It might be instantaneous, I'm not sure. But that's how you make concrete now. So it's actually going to be pretty fast to like pour a moat, per se. That was close. It's going to be pretty fast to be able to pour a moat. It's just going to be really a lot of metal gathering that could easily be done off camera. I went ahead and I chopped down some few trees in this area to get some wood before the episode. I need some antibiotics ASAP. Thank you. And I would loot these zombies, but I just don't really want to quite yet. Even if they have something nice on them, I just don't want to like have to do the inventory management or anything again. There was a lot of people that were saying like this episode is pretty much useless, just skip to the end, and I was just like, well, I mean, you're right, you're half right, and some people don't really care because they kind of liked how I went about getting on top of the police station and that kind of stuff, but to each his own. So, but today we're going to be reinforcing this house, trying to make it safe to live in temporarily. I'm not going to loot it quite yet. I want to go ahead and just clear out all these doors, make it nice and open, that way if a zombie does make his way in, we have a chance at killing him. We're only going to have one door. This door is locked. We're only going to have one door because we don't want to have to guard two doors. Even though they could technically come in from anywhere. I think they still focus on coming through the door, because it is technically the weakest point at times, so. Okay, it's pretty quiet. We're undetected. Alright, there's actually a bed in here that we can use since our, I believe our sleeping bag is MIA. I think it's that way. My sleeping bag is over here. I never grabbed it, so we kind of want to reset that. We don't want to... Let's go ahead and just drop that. Drop that. Pick up the old bed. Place down the old bed. Pick up this stuff, and then this should be our spawn point technically now. Yeah, it just kind of like overwrites the other one. Awesome. Oh god, that zombie scared the shit out of me. I don't have my swingy weapon out, which some people were saying it's stupid to use. I should have used the iron to make a better melee weapon, the one that does more damage and has more critical hits and that kind of stuff. I'll do that later down the line. We don't have too much metal right now. Let's go ahead and break down this. I do like that this house is one floor. It makes it a lot easier to guard and fortify. We need to make some boarded windows, and we need to board up everything. We need to wood frame the doorways, or the back doorway. We'll probably go in and out of the front. We'll put some spikes around the front, and we'll just kind of stay here, store our stuff here. It is getting pretty close to the nighttime hours, although I don't think anything's really going to happen in the nighttime hours, unless these zombies get really attracted to whatever the hell I'm doing. Zombie didn't even know I was there. I just feel like there might be a dog that just randomly runs out of nowhere, but I keep forgetting that usually the dogs only spawn in that really shitty type of area. Let's go ahead and break down these two boards, and then we should be good to go. Let's go around breaking all the windows and replacing them with, we're just going to replace them with wood frames. We're not actually going to use the boarded windows, sorry. We're just going to replace them with wood frames. If they're the upgradable kind, we might just go ahead and upgrade them, because that's just a lot easier. We might actually just go ahead and wood frame them. That's probably a safer idea because then the zombies can't see through. Go ahead and store some stuff. We need some kind of, like, large storage bin. Maybe we could just create one, to be honest. There's a zombie out front. Hello. Die. Die. There's a zombie right here. Eventually, they're just gonna, like, they're only coming by one now, so it's not too bad. But I don't want to get caught off guard because they are going to do some good damage to me. Let's go ahead and just slap down some painkillers real quick. There we go. And I guess we'll just use the sink for storage. The other sink, not that one. Oh, I just found a wrench. Awesome. We're going to throw just all these metal type items in here right now. Shotgun stocks can be crafted with wood, so I've been told. Okay, these ones are not able to be opened. Cabinet, we'll go ahead and have the snipers and the pistols and all that kind of stuff that we don't really need to use right now. Sniper barrel. Okay, so that's some good storage. Let's go ahead and grab this repair tool. That's going to help us upgrade those wood frames that we're going to be placing down. Let's go ahead and just get rid of these windows. This is kind of like how I like to reinforce my houses. I don't know, are we going to be able to place frames here and have them be boarded up? That's pretty awesome. I think, maybe they're not going to be able to because I think they're on top of the same block. Let's go ahead and just completely craft that all down into wood frames. Use that cloth. We could make some torches and light this up as well. I don't know if torches attract zombies now. We're going to need to break this as well and place a door there. Few hits here and there. Got to cap up one of the sides, that way the door actually works. I would do like a more metal reinforced door, but it's not really necessary at this point. I don't think this town is too zombie ridden. Okay. Planks are almost ready. Stacks of 250. I don't know why they craft into 16s if they stack into 250. It's just like even number thing that pisses me off. Alright. Oh, actually. There's an attic. Holy hell. You guys have been holding out. Holy shit. I got some cloth gloves. Pistol barrel's worth it. Oh, these guys have been holding out. I mean, I could light this up and just store all my stuff up here. I didn't know there was an attic. That's really cool. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and use these to make frames. 60 frames, probably way more than we need, but why the hell not? We're going to be able to use them later down the line anyway. Let's work on getting rid of these windows. Oh, they're not too many hits. I was going to say, if these are going to take forever, it's going to be a pain in the ass. This one seems to be taking a lot longer. Maybe because it thinks it's made of wood and not the wood frame glass. I can take the cloth and I can use it to make sleeping bags if we're ever far away from home, so this would be pretty useful. Here we go. Now this one's going to take forever to break down. This is why I want a chainsaw. Even though the chainsaw we can call a horde to come to you, it's just so much faster and so much easier to do this kind of stuff. That one was easy, see, and then this one, the game thinks it's made of wood, but this one it just thinks it's made of glass. So actually it's not going to take that long. All this glass break-in might actually bring some zombies towards us, so we got to be very careful that we're using our ears, checking behind us every so often. Oh, there's a dead guy. Hello, Joffrey. You'll be my friend when I sleep at night. I'm glad that there's a lot of corn in this area. I actually ended up dropping the corn for the wood because I realized that there is no point in me keeping that cloth. Let's go ahead and start boarding up. Here we go. This is kind of the plan, and then I would reinforce these to the stronger wood. See, I don't know if this one's going to let me place it in here. I think it technically thinks that's good enough. I mean, I think that's probably good enough for keeping the zombies out. Some of these are boarded enough to be... I mean, at least that one's boarded enough. I don't know about this one. We could check. I didn't know there was one up here. Okay. No, that's not going to be enough. I mean, the metal at the bottom is going to be enough. The metal and the wood at the bottom is definitely going to be enough. But the glass at the top is not. Could just reinforce it, but I guess we'll just completely get this one broken down and just put wood frames over. Because we're also going to be walking through this room a lot more than that room to the right. This is where we're going to be storing most of our gear. Eventually, we'll move up to the top floor, make some storage bins and whatnot, but for right now, this is kind of what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this window. That window is boarded up. This top one is not. We could probably just board up that bottom window. This is going to be... We'll leave some windows. You know, get some air, get some light in here. There we go. Oh, this fire axe is about to break. That's really unfortunate. Probably shouldn't be breaking down cloth and stuff with it. Probably should just punch the cloth, but oh well. YOLO. That's a glass one. Alright, we're gonna need... I guess the pickaxe would be the next choice for breaking down this kind of stuff, right? So... We're almost done. Got a few more things. This one's gonna take forever too. Let's go ahead and just wood frame the ones that we broke already. That one's already good. I kind of made the mistake and just crafted too many wood frames. We probably should have kept some actual wood for reinforcing, so now we're going to have to go chop down some trees. Yep, see, we're going to have to go chop down some trees. Let's go ahead and just place these here. Boopity boop, and we also can't make a door because we used all our wood. And we need to do that before nightfall. And we don't have an axe, so that was just a whole bunch of wow. Why did we just do that? Just give me... why am I punching stuff with this? I need an open fist to make this stuff so much better and more efficient. Alright, grass. Then we make that into plant fibers. Unfortunately, now we don't have wood to make sticks. And I don't think I have any sticks because I think I left them behind. But this should make a stick, right? There we go. And now we just need a rock. Any old rock. Hello. Hello? Rocks? Hello? Oh, there they are. There's a few. Thank you. And then we do something like axe. Stone axe. We'll get the metal axes going later down the line. We need to go ahead and make this into a sharp stone first. We need the metal farm to get going pretty soon, though. Because we can't just keep using these stone tools and all that shit, so. Alright. We need to chop down like 1 or 2 trees. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. We're also keeping the seeds, that way we can farm these trees later on, because this area doesn't really have a lot of trees. So if we keep traveling around, we're eventually just going to wipe out the entire tree population. So we're going to have to replant these things wherever we decide to build our castle base, moat-covered, spiky pit thing base. If that made any sense at all. So the plan is to kind of have like a massive structure kind of in the middle of a reinforced concrete moat that has wood spikes at the bottom. And the zombies will fall into the wood spike pit and just generally die. And if they don't die, they have a really long time to actually break through the concrete. I will have a service tunnel underneath the prison to be able to repair these concrete walls. Kind of like a basement to repair the inner concrete walls. That's the plan. It's going to be a pretty big build, and it's going to be a very safe build. Kind of looking forward to doing it. It's going to be a lot of material gathering and a lot of stuff. I'm going to do most material gathering off camera, but some of it is just unpreventable. Mainly because I like to keep these things mostly uncut, and most times when I do go ahead and do cuts and stuff, I like to maybe do like one if it's just like, wow, I really need to get this item and I need a lot of it. I'm probably going to cut it. But every time I seem to do cuts and like shortcuts and like 5-minute edits of 30-minute videos, like 6 5-minute segments of like a video or something like that, it tends to people just be like, I'm really lost, I don't know what's going on. So that's why I usually like to keep this mentality of just keeping the video 20 minutes long, a little bit longer than 20 minutes sometimes, but not most of the time, and just keep it coherent. I'm hoping that we can actually finish this base today. That would be the ideal situation, since I don't want to leave it to finish it next time. Might as well just finish it today. Space should be nice and pretty safe after this. There we go. Let's go ahead and take our stone axe out. This is the next fastest thing for breaking this stuff, unfortunately. Takes a shit ton of hits, though. We're getting actually pretty hungry and thirsty right now. Let's go ahead and have a large beef ration. Just a quick golden rod. Oop, right up back to normal. We actually have full health now. That takes a really long time for you to get back to full health after getting killed. Usually, you respawn with half. Not usually, you always respawn with half everything, I think, besides stamina. And health is harder to get back in this game now after the update, so gotta be careful. I know I can actually reinforce these windows, but I don't know how the vision actually works for the zombies, if they're going to be able to see through that reinforced window or not. That's why I am patching these things up. It's actually getting really dark now. So you can patch them up like this. I know this one's going to be pretty safe now because it's got the board behind the boards. Alright, we need to get some torches going in here too. And a door. Door. Secure wood door. Craft. There we go. We don't have any metal to over upgrade it, but that's perfectly fine with me. Wood will be just enough for right now. Yeah, that's literally all we can do. Unless we want to actually break down these cooking pots, which actually isn't a bad idea. We'll just get some scrap on there. There we go. That's a pretty good door. Do we miss any windows? This window's completely boarded up. I don't think the zombies will go after it. This one's kind of just like derpy and awkward, but the zombies definitely won't get through it. Let's go ahead and take these sticks and just make... I think this is how you make torches or something. Oh, I think you make the lump of coal. And then you use the lump of coal to make the torches. That is a lot easier than actually using a whole coal ore, actually. So. Do I need to make a wall torch? I know there's a difference between a wall torch now. Torch wall holder. That is a pain in the ass. We actually can't mount torches on walls anymore. We just have to, like, kind of accept our fate and make it dark in here. We already learned the pistol book. I'll keep that torch on me, though. We can burn zombies with it. We have already learned this. Oh, no, we haven't. Pistol slide mold. Oh, now we can craft a pistol, and we don't even need to, like, do that kind of stuff. Oh, awesome. Oh, so now we have the molds for the pistols. Okay, so we can work on the molds later. Awesome. So let's go ahead and make some storage bins and actually place those upstairs. I mean, we could just infinitely run campfires. That is a possibility that we have. Actually, I mean, we could utilize the upstairs later. We don't really need to do anything with that right now. So, thank you guys for stopping by today's episode. I'm just going to show you around the outside to see what this looks like. I mean, I wouldn't go near it if I was a zombie. Next episode, we'll probably loot some of the town, work on getting some metal. That way we can make some metal tools again. And, yeah, get that fire axe back and start working on the main base, which is going to be made out of concrete. I'm going to show you real quick how to do this kind of stuff. Oh, that was some bad spelling. Concrete. Reinforced concrete. You can craft it. I think you have the crafting recipe, but I don't think it's actually possible to make. So what you do is you make the rebar frame. You do this. It's actually not that hard to make at all. You do this, and then you upgrade it with wood planks right here. And then what you do is you do a concrete... I think it's a concrete something. I don't know if we have to research it. A concrete mix. There we go. It's gravel in this, and then you make a cement mold, and you place stone in there, and it creates cement, and then you pour this bucket on top of that concrete, and eventually the wood pops off, and it's reinforced concrete. So it's a pretty cool system, the way it works, and it shouldn't be that long to actually build that many rebar things, because when you look at the rebar frames, it's made of short iron pipes. Short iron pipes, which is literally just a forged iron, and forged iron is obviously just forged iron inside a furnace. So It's not that hard to actually make that much rebar. It's actually probably just the wood and the actual time of smacking the rebar with wood and then getting enough cement molds to pour over everything. So yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.